this is Mona. Today we're going to make a bowl cozy. There's several ways to make this. I'll show you. I used to just cut them myself. I bought this large one off of Amazon, and you just trace this. And then I bought, oops, there's my magnifier. I bought this whole set here that came with all these different ones from Amazon. And these you just fold. And it has the sizes on them. Let's see. And then you just pick the size you need. I'm making 12 inch. So I'm looking for 12 inch. Okay, so that would be this one. I'm just going to do the outside. I'll show you that in a minute. You don't have to have any templates at all. I will also show you that. So let me move these out of the way. And let's move over to the other camera. Everything you're going to need is going to have to be all cotton. I use this Wrap and Zap. It's from Pellon. It's microwave safe. If you don't put yours in the microwave, you could just use regular batting. And for my 12 inch, I buy a package of my 12 inch squares. You can cut them yourself. I bought a package from Amazon with 60 cotton squares, all different colors and sizes. And that's what I use. My daughter picked out hers. I'm going to start on hers. You could also take yardage. These are the ones I'm going to make mine out of. So and you'll also need cotton thread. First thing you're going to do is cut out your squares. You're going to need two 12-inch squares for each one. I like to do mine 2 different prints on each side, so that's what I'm going to do. Those are already cut out. So now I just need to take my Wrap and Zap, and I cut them out an inch shorter than the 12-inch. I'm using a 12-inch square, so I'm going to cut my Wrap and Zap at 11. I'm just going to cut all the way around here. This ruler is Creative Grids. I had it upside down. I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to cut out 2 at a time. So I'm just going to take it and cut. And I got to get over here to cut. And then cut across. You can just fold out your batting like this, and you can just cut strips. So I'm just going to line this up. Move that up a little bit. And I'm just going to cut this right here on that. And then I can cut squares out of the strips. Okay, I have my 2 12-inch squares. I'm going to fold them in half. And then fold them in half again. Try and keep them, straightened up. Then I'm going to grab my template. And just put it on here. Hold it. And just cut off the edge. Cut around. I need a new blade. You can do this one at a time as well. Man, I'm massacring this baby. Yeah. And then I'm going to turn it this way so it's easier for me. Line everything up. and then cut here. That cuts all your darts at once. So this is what you have. You'll open it up and it's ready to go. Okay, if you don't have one of these templates or any template, all you're going to do is fold your piece in half. And draw some crease lines. And then, so you're going to make a dart here. So you're going to go down 1 inch from your fold and just make a mark right there. And the same here, 1 inch, make a mark. Then you're just going to connect those two. And then you can just sew that right there, and that will make your darts. And then you cut off the edge. All right, let's take my first one. I've got all cotton thread on. I got my stitch length at a 2.5. I just have my regular foot, but if you have trouble, feel free to use your walking foot. I don't like my walking foot for some reason. And then I start clear at the edge, do a back stitch, and then I just go. You could mark lines if you want to be precise. I don't. I just eyeball it to the other side. Then I grab the next one, do the same thing. Okay. I have more ready, but I will show you how I do that another time. Oh, I don't even need to unhook those. So now I sewed right here. Now I'm just turning it and sewing it down the other side here. And I usually do that pack I bought. There's 60 12-inch squares, and I can get 30 bowl cozies out of it. Okay. Now let me do this one. Same thing. I'm going to move that out of the way. If you didn't want to do an X, you could do just whatever you want, however you want to quilt it. You could do straight lines all the way down. So I'll take the pins out. So for the darts, where you have the V, you're just going to line up the V right there and sew. And at this point, if you want to cut out if it makes it easier for you to cut out the little piece of batting, you can just go. So now you're going to put these together, line everything up, and then you're just going to back stitch at the top. Go to the end, back stitch, and you'll do that for all 4 corners, or all darts. You'll repeat that for all the darts, the darty dartsters. And I just use a 1/4 inch. And I usually do all of the Bowl Cozy darts, one right after another, when I'm chain piecing these. But today I'm only showing one. Because believe me, you do not want to sit here and watch me do 30 of these. Oops, we got one more. Okay, and that's what it'll look like when you're done with that. Now take the front or back, whichever piece you want to do the same thing. Just trim all your threads and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So now you have 2 pieces like this, and you're just going to put one inside the other. Line up those side seams. Do a little clip. Or, yeah, your darts. Line up your darts. This is what I do first. Line up the darty doos. And then I start on the corners. Okay. And I'm going to put 2 here because I am going to leave a hole for turning right there. Right in here where I'm going to leave the hole. So I'm going to start here. Find my foot pedal. Oh, it's over here. Back stitch. Go around the corner to that next dart. And turn a little bit. And if it doesn't match up perfectly, it's fine. Just shove it in there and go. Because sometimes you might cut one a little different than the other one. Like this one looks like I cut it crooked. It's fine. Just go around the corner. Just make sure you're catching. And just do it the best you can. Make sure it's And if you got people in your house that really wrench on things, you can back stitch at the corners. The only problem I have, I usually find them on the floor. After they use them, they just kind of throw them towards the kitchen counter. Grab this, get rid of that pin. And it's okay if you go through the batting, it's no big deal. I just don't make the batting the same size to reduce the bulk. Okay, now we're coming back to where I left the hole. And then I back stitch. All right, now, if you had the pointy ones, you could clip the corners, but I usually go around just to get some of that bulk out of the corners and trim it down. All right, now I'm going to just pull this through. I opened up and made a bigger hole. And before you sew all the way around, make sure you check to make sure your darts are closed. I take it over to the iron and give it a real good press. Get all these seams flat. And if you don't want your bowl cozy to come apart, you know, like this, you could just put a few stitches right in the middle, just like this. You could just do right around that X. And back stitch. That's it. Okay, I've pressed mine. I've tucked the seam in there. So now I'm just going to top stitch all the way around. If you want the top stitch on this side, just leave it in here. Or if you want it this way, just push it that way. I like it reversible like that because then if you spill something in here, you could turn it this way. You get, you know, more uses. And then just top stitch all the way around. And I usually take it up to a 3 for the top stitch. And if you're worried about not catching everything when you're sewing all the way around before you turn it, you can take your stitch, what do you call it? Seam allowance to a 1/2 inch. And I just go right around 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to do this. This is just the way I make mine. There really is no right or wrong way. You just have to remember to use all cotton because polyester melts in the oven or in the microwave. Probably melts in the oven too. I don't know. But don't put these in the oven. And if you don't mind the bulk, you could make this the same size. I tend to think it gets a little too bulky, and I like it with no batting up here. And then when you get to where you started, just back stitch. Trim all your threads. And there you go. There's your bowl cozy. It's all finished. And there's your bowl cozy. There's the outside. There's the inside. You can flip it and have this as the outside and this is the inside. And this will fit a nice big bowl. If you want something smaller, I'd go down to the 10-inch, which you could use a layer cake or just cut your own 10-inch squares. Thanks for watching.